Okay, so today I have a couple more Amazon packages. This one is a bit squishy, so it's very hard to determine where I should make the cut. I don't want to end up cutting what's inside this packet. What I have here, well, okay, what I have here are a massive bunch of breadboard wires because I'm basically running out of wires when I make weird complicated stuff like breadboard multi-slopes. So there's this massive bunch. I hope I have all the right lengths. There should be some small ones as well. It looks like there are. Okay, this should be quite adequate. Let's see, where did this come from? New Delhi, who would have guessed? Okay, so that was a bunch of wires. This bigger box is quite heavy and slightly more interesting, I hope. Okay, so it does say what it is on the box. That's handy. I've been watching Marco Reps for so long. He has a huge variety of these soldering clamps. I wasn't able to find one with a ball and socket joint, so I had to make two. This was the oops, this was the cheapest I could find. Another box for my 3D printing service. Oh, it comes with a bunch of parts, so I guess we can assemble it here. Who needs the instructions? I say that and I secretly read them off camera. Okay, this should be simple enough. Let me go and get my screwdriver kit. It's much larger than I expected, which is a good thing. Well, not necessarily, because looks like this is a bit too big. I will still assemble it and maybe make a 3D printed adapter or something. This part is definitely metal. And this part is spring loaded. I don't have a board big enough to test this, which is odd. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see. These things by themselves are adjustable. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem at all. Nice. I was stupid. That's why they say always read the manual. ABS grip, metal base, 200 millimeters rubber pad, different thickness. 4 different thickness. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes sense. I guess this is Chinese. I've watched enough anime to differentiate between Chinese and Japanese. Or so I hope. There seems to be 2 different languages, and I am guessing that the less boxy one is Japanese. Or is it the same thing? No, it's not this. Okay, enough pondering over the manual. Okay, so these rubberized feet and this metal thing, quite heavy, so I guess it will stand up to somewhat rough use. Now all I have to do is undo these 4 screws. Oops. Using my fancy screwdriver kit. I keep hitting my laptop. Can't be good. Okay, let's start with this side. So I undo these 4 screws. They seem to be quite smooth and well aligned with the threads, and they are magnetic, which helps with assembly. The thing about a fancy precision screwdriver kit like this is that you can't really apply much torque, otherwise you'll end up damaging the teeth on the screwdriver tip. So I've gotten it there as firm as I can. Now it's time for the other side. Repositioning the camera a bit. Okay, it should fit in both ways, which is nice for stupid people like me. Like I said. All right. Okay, now it refuses to go in. Okay. And the last one. Oops. Okay. Once you get the alignment right, it should be okay. This one is a little soft. Close this up and put it back to prevent it from getting dusty. Alright. It's nice and solid. It doesn't want to move because of its rubberized feet. Instead, it's shaking the table and my laptop rather violently. I guess you could fix one of the sides like this and then move the other one. But that's not very symmetrical, and I like symmetry. And I don't like this logo either, so maybe, just maybe, I can do this, and as predicted, there's nothing on the bottom side. Okay, nice. Now I wish it had a guide or at least notches, but then that wouldn't make it very versatile. Let me find a PCB. Well, looks like I'm out of... Okay, no, never mind. There we go. This is appropriate. I have my old multi-slope board. I will just bring this... Too much force, maybe. Just a little bit. Oops, moving the camera too much. Oh, alright, the other end is still loose. My bad. And then we do this somewhere here and tighten it up. Okay, somewhat rigid. I'm satisfied. And of course we can, only if the teeth were a little tighter, but that can be fixed. I just have to move this closer. This thing is spring loaded, so it will hold the thing in place. Nice. And now it is that was, oh, all right, I didn't tighten this. It's still somewhat loose. I guess it's because of the spring. So I will just let it go here and then tighten it. Much better. It is possible to do all sorts of weird stuff. But make sure all your screws are tight. Otherwise this thing is just going to slip out. Okay, I guess I'll just leave this loose, but then that doesn't seem to be helping that much. Okay, maybe tighten it much more than what you expect at first. And now, okay, but it still moves around, can't be helped. Not bad. You just turn it over, solder, turn it back over, test, but somehow it seems to be loosening. Does it have something to do with the fact that I'm using the wrong set of teeth? This is not the thinnest. Perhaps this set of teeth, and then push it all the way, loosen the spring, push it all the way, tighten the lower thing. It does seem to be much better now. I would have preferred if the thinnest one was on the longer side, because now this just looks awkward. If you've gotten your board alignment right, it should be fine. And now tighten up the screws, or tighten this one screw. Okay, much more rigid. So choosing the right thickness was the key. Not bad, I like it. I guess it will come in handy when soldering or debugging or whatnot. So yeah, this video's been going on for too long already. Thumbs up.